It is 3 in the morning. And what do most people do when they're awake and can't sleep? They grab their phone or nearest device. And what are they doing? They're looking on their social media. Looking at what on social media? They're looking at anything that shows up on their feed. And anything that usually shows up on their feed, from my personal experience, is a lot of negative things. Political climaxes, mass shootings, and just anything that would just bring you down as a person. So when it comes to doom scrolling is something that makes you turn off your brain when it comes to anything that has like a negative impact in your personal life. So say a minor inconvenience happens and you don't know how to handle it. The most things that people do, a lot of young people do this, they grab their nearest device, they close themselves up in the nearest position that they're in, and they try to look on their socials to find anything that can distract them from their current topic. That's what doom scrolling is. Doom scrolling is something that makes you turn off your brain in any aspect so you can distract yourself from the outside world. It's an escape. Doom scrolling is terrible for your mental health. Doom scrolling is just terrible in any aspect, in any form. Hours go by and you're scrolling through a lot of negative comments, a lot of negative posts, and I've fallen victim to doing this myself. I have spent a lot of sleepless nights doing absolutely nothing but scrolling on my phone for hours and hours and hours on end, and a lot of that stuff, a good portion of it, was a lot of negative things. So when it came to all the negative things filling up my brain and I'm already feeling bad, that just puts a lot of negative weight on you as a person. And that's why I think doom scrolling is just terrible. So when it comes to Harvard and their sources on this topic, a lot of children do this a lot more than a lot of older people. Children who are prone to this have started mostly in the pandemic, the COVID pandemic, this huge spike of just children's attention spans being shattered to nothing, and their intelligence have basically just been reduced to a tablet being in front of them, a TV being turned on for them of their favorite show. It turns off their brains and it just basically makes you not think. And not thinking is something that you kind of need to do in a regular day. And if you turn off your brain for so long, you kind of just grow numb to all of it. And if you grow numb for it for so long without ever having a break from it, that kind of becomes your whole life. You lose sleep over this. You lose time over this. You lose like parts of your life over this because you are just intaking so much media. You're taking in so much unnecessary content to where it just takes over your whole life, to where you're missing your own life. And when it just comes to doom scrolling, it's just you need to find balance. When it comes to doom scrolling, it is a hard habit to break. This isn't going to change overnight. So when it comes to doom scrolling, you have to find your own balance. You have to acknowledge the problem, and then you have to face it head on. So when you're facing your problem head on when it comes to doom scrolling, you should normally have timers and everything. That usually doesn't work for everyone the first time. So having like a loved one or someone that cares about you, someone who knows about this issue that you have, if you're vocal about it, you can have them try to help you with this doom scrolling issue, so you can have more time for things you want to do, things that don't involve a screen, things that don't involve technology at all. The best way to get away from doom scrolling is to just completely give up on technology. Do something that doesn't need technology. Go outside, go chat with a friend outside, go take a walk, go draw. Do literally anything that doesn't involve technology, unless you're using it as a tool for your hobby that you're using it for. If you need a reference for something, for drawing per se or knitting, having a device there isn't going to harm you in any way. As long as it doesn't control all of your time in the hobby that you're trying to put time into, I think you're gonna be okay. Just when it comes to doom scrolling, it's a thief. Doom scrolling is a thief. It destroys mental health. It destroys just you as a person. It can hurt your eyesight. It can hurt your sleep schedule. And a lot of people who, from Harvard's research, have noticed that people who doom scroll the most are most likely to have OCD, something that they need to control, something they need to just have in their daily lives, or they could fall apart. The intrusive thoughts can start talking to them, or something that deals with just something that they just need to control in their daily lives. So doom scrolling is a problem. Doom scrolling is a problem for any age, and I strongly believe that if we cut out doom scrolling in our daily lives, we could have more time for the things we truly love in our lives. Thank you.